we have known each other for a long time, and I knew you way before you were on the show.
Before I was successful.
Before you were on the show. And we worked together at Jaques Cabaret. Do you remember how long we worked together?
We worked together for about 3 or 4 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
we knew each other for like the
couple
entire
years
time.
before that.
No, I think I met you when I got there.
Okay.
So, and I started working there fairly soon after I moved to Boston.
Yeah. So good.
When you have talent, you just got it.
See, that's the thing, because we didn't have a lot. Looking back when at the days of Jaques Cabaret, we did not have. I won't speak for you, but I'll speak for myself. I did not have amazing costumes. They were all trash,
girl.
Well, all the wigs were ratty. They were all hard front.
It was back before this thing. I mean, we would get from Rainbow and
Tellos,
Tellos, all
Wet
the
Seal,
Dorothy's,
stolen, boosted, lifted, gifted, donated
donated from Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I was looking at pictures, and there's a great picture. Thing about you though is that you always looked good. Your face card was always there, and there's a picture of us where it's got to be 10 years ago. I look 45, and you look 25.
Because I was 20.
I know, because you were 20 something, and I look like so old, so haggard. And we both have crunchy wigs and just like stretch dresses.
Is it the
but
stretch
your
dress? Yeah.
face card is just.
Thank you. It was funny because I remember Chris Knievel would always say, I watch you paint and you put so much makeup on, and I would beat my face in these like just so much powder and everything. And she'd go, and then I turn around and you look beautiful. And I don't understand how you do that.
Did you ever see Misery paint?
In a split second.
Mama.
She would come on to, this is one of my favorite stories. I remember one time Misery came in to the room. The show had already started.
Oh, absolutely.
The show had already started.
Absolutely.
She came into the room, no makeup, nothing on. She sat down. One person went on. Mm-hmm. I went on. I came back. She was ready to go on stage. That is less than 10 minutes that she was in full drag.
Yep.
And not just her face.
No. The whole thing.
Outfit.
Yeah. Pads, pantyhose, fishnets,
hair,
shaper, costume, hair, boots. She usually
jewelry.
had nails already or something.
Yeah,
jewelry,
her nails were done.
Always an earring.
Always an earring.
Definitely always an earring.
Glued on.
Yeah, super glue.
Ouch.
Yikes. A bus driver wig though.
No.
Yes.
Not that one.
Oh, sometimes, right.
That time
she would do the
thing, the snatch up, and
because she had. That's right. She would
braid her hair, and
she had she had braids, and then she would do the Kennedy, like Kenny Davenport does, the giant Texas dancing hair.
Yeah.
It was like 5 ponytails all sewed together and teased out. People need to realize what you just said. We're gonna say it again. So Misery, the show would start at 10:25. The overture would go on. Overture's 5 minutes. Misery's still not there.
Still not there.
10:30, Chris goes out for the monologue. She's still not there. As Chris is finishing up the monologue and getting ready to bring on the first entertainer, Misery's still not there. Okay?
She walks in as the first entertainer.
First entertainer goes on for a 6-minute number. Misery is, like you said, not in drag.
I think the time
She's
that I was
not
there,
in drag.
the time that I got there, it wasn't even a 6-minute number.
It could have been me with a 4-minute
number.
4-minute number. She just busts through the back door in like this like cloud of dust because that backstage is horrible, and she just she knows exactly what to do.
Yeah,
and she wears a lot of makeup.
A lot.
So she would do a big eyebrow. She would do a black crease, usually blend it out with purple, and then maybe a shimmer highlight.
Yeah.
And then, but the funny thing about Misery is that over the course of the evening,
it would get better.
She would add more makeup.
Yeah.
So by the third number, she had a glitter lid.
She had a
bottom
glitter
lashes.
Shimmer on the face. How did she look like Iman?
It went from
from Grace Jones to Iman.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was so, to me, that was the most stressful thing to witness, but also it was like kind of inspiring.
It's inspiring, and it gives you oh, this is not that hard.
No.
We think way too hard about this thing.
Yeah.
I remember when Fina would always ask me to come and do the show downstairs, it would be probably last minute, and I would get there right before the show started because I was like, oh, I didn't know this was happening until just now. And my favorite thing about Phoenix, she go, you're first.
You're kidding.
You're first.
Punishment.
So I would go, punishment for what?
Being late?
I wasn't late.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you, for some reason in my mind, you were like, she books you last minute. You show up like,
I showed up last minute because she booked me last minute.
Okay. So wait, your first is a good thing.
No.
Oh, okay.
She's like, you're first, girl, just because I'm first. And I'm like, okay, I guess I got to put this face on. But the face was always so there. And I did that Whitney Houston number every single time. And it popped every single time. Yeah. I feel like that was sort of like the boot. What do they call it? Not boot.
I know what you mean. The
school, like not school, boot. Something.
Hard Knocks? No. The
boot camp.
Boot camp.
That's like boot camp of drag for me. Like being in Boston. Honestly, they didn't really try and give girls opportunities the way that they do right now. Like the way that the girls are really like when they were younger, the younger girls are really able to do mini shows in Boston right now.
Really?
I went there and I was like, oh, these are all kids.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's not a lot of like the old school girls like it used to be. Like when I was in Boston, it was like, if you thought you were going to work at Jaques,
mama, like check that, pull out the license. Are you under 55? Get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Like, you're right. It was like, you want to, it's like, mama, get in line. Melinda Wilson's 175 years old and she ain't going nowhere. No. Crystal Crawford, 672, not going anywhere. Misery, age undetermined.
And no one will know. And no one will know.
And Chris Knievel, again, AARP. Not really. But I think I was always the youngest one there at like 35.
Yeah. No, you were definitely the youngest one there.
Looking 45.
You and
Fina.
You and Fina.
Destiny and I are the same age. I mean,
okay.
Destiny might be like 1 month older or something.
Yeah.
Not a lot of young blood in that show. Ooh, baby.
Especially the Friday Saturday show.
Oh, honey. Yeah. Although that didn't necessarily mean it was a bad show.
No, it was a great show.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they didn't let the young blood in there because they had it seemed like they had this sort of,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, y'all don't know what you're doing yet. You're not here yet. Well, you're not professional. Yeah. Like you're young, you're still learning. And luckily at some point, I think you definitely gave me more chances than anyone. And like you haven't had me in Perestroika. And then I think eventually Fina was like, yeah, you should come and do this show. Your Whitney is really great. And we did a lot of impersonations in this show. And so it was just like, eventually someone, there was someone saw it for me. But
so now that you've basically gone on record saying that I gave you all your success, or that I am the one responsible for you getting on Drag Race and succeeding so much, what do you think what are you going to do for me?
Did I say that? I feel like I didn't say that.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
But I could think of some things to do for you. We could go on a walk.
We could get nice lunch.
We can get lunch. Bitch. I'll take you to lunch. Sure. You want to go to Ruth Chris?
Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Wait a minute. Ruth's Chris. What the is that?
I don't know. What is a Chris?
Why is
Chris
Ruth have a Chris? And what's up with Ruth's Chris? How's that better than any other normal Chris?
I think.
Wait,
if you're owned by someone named Ruth,
it's like, is that Chris? Is that that's
Ruth's
Chris?
Chris.
That's Ruth's Chris. Oh, he's got the steakhouse.
He's got the steakhouse.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, we can go to Ruth's Chris.